All right, I got the Nexus 4 Pro S dash cam from Vantrue here. We got it installed in the Armada. We're going to do a daytime and a nighttime drive. We're going to drive a little bit through Bozeman, then around through downtown Livingston, our hometown there, and show you all the ins and outs. But I know a lot of short attention span folks out there, so we're going to do the good, the bad, the ugly right up front for you. So let's jump into that. First off, the good, and honestly, there's a lot here. We've got the triple Starvis 2 sensor, and you know what I think about those. I've talked about them a bunch. Honestly, I think they're the cream of the crop right now, and if you're buying a dash cam, that's the first check mark you need to look for. Secondly, we got 4K up front, which is where you need it. We got 2.5K in the back, which is good enough, and 1080p interior, which for seeing around the cab, that's totally fine, all right? Now, the good thing is, all these are running at once. You're not getting also that blurry security footage like you get from the old 7-Eleven back in the 90s, but they're also in separate streams. So you're not dealing with a picture-in-picture kind of scenario on the playback. You got one stream for the front, one stream for the back, and one stream for the middle. And I really like that about this. Also, it's got plate pix technology that actually works. You get clean license plate photos and video in real traffic, not just on parked cars. And the installation is as easy as it gets, all right? Peel and stick, put it on there, and you run your wires and you're ready to go. Plus, it uses a super capacitor, so it won't freeze and swell like up here in Montana or explode like it will down in the Texas heat, you know? So you're good weather-wise because it's using that super capacitor. As far as the bad, all right, let's talk about it. It's not the smallest dash cam out there, all right? It's a chunker, all right? So if you're trying to hide it behind the mirror, it's not exactly the size of a fig Newton. So you're going to have to fiddle with the placement depending on your vehicle. The app, it's an app for a dash cam. It's not going to be the best app in the world. It's okay. It does what it's supposed to do. I like that it could do 2.5 or 5G, but at the end of the day, it's still a dash cam app. It's not going to change your life. As far as the ugly, well, it's a 3-channel 4K setup. So if you're in a big SUV like me, there's plenty of cable there, right? So, to run to that back camera. But if you're in a smaller car or something like that, there's going to be a lot of extra cable you're going to have to tuck away. Also, because it is doing 4K, it's got big video files. It does support up to 1 terabyte of SD, but you're going to have to get that SD card to handle it. So small cards are not going to, they're just not going to cut it. And it's not the cheapest one out there. If you're looking for a budget camera, this is not going to be it. I mean, it's a 4K 3-channel camera with all the bells and whistles. So you're just going to have to understand that. All right, there's your quick and dirty. Let's get into the full review here. Now, I just should point out here that this video is sponsored by Vantrue, so you know the drill there. I only recommend stuff that I like. If I don't like it, I will say that. If there's stuff about it that I don't like, I will say that. And, they'll just have to deal with it. Now, what makes this special? All right, most dash cams fall into 2 camps. There's cheap ones that miss all the details and everything you want. They're good enough to show, like, hey, it wasn't your fault, right? But they're not exactly the best at trying to pin down exactly the ID or plate number or facial recognition of whoever it was that did the damage. And then there's expensive ones, and they can get really pricey. The Nexus 4 Pro S here is Vantrue saying, fine, we'll make a camera we want all along. It's built tough. It's got great video. It's got the license plate clarity. And honestly, at this price point, it doesn't hurt as much as you think it's going to hurt. Let's put it that way. We'll talk more about the pricing at the end. But, I'm setting you up, all right? The triple Starvis 2 sensor. This is a huge selling point, all right? There's 3 Sony Starvis sensors here, front, interior, and rear. It's good in low light, which is what they're really known for. Nighttime actually looks like nighttime. It's not a Bigfoot sighting. It doesn't look like it was recorded on a baked potato. The 3-channel recording, as we said before, you're getting 4K up front, 1080p on the inside, and 2.5K out back, all at once, all sharp. Now, some multi-channel cams fall apart once all 3 cameras are rolling. This one holds strong. It can handle all 3 streams at once. Motorcycle passing you, got it. Tailgater, got it. Passenger lying about who spilled what in the back, yep, we got that too. The dog back there chewing on it, he's going to catch that as well. And the feature that I really like, besides the Starvis, I mean, the Starvis is like, to me at this point, a must have, is the plate picks technology. It actually isolates and enhances while you're moving. So it's got some whiz bang, wizardry there in the chip. But what it does is most dash cams can read a plate if the car is parked, if it's stopped, and all the planets are aligned and whatnot. But this one, rain, dust, motion, oncoming traffic, it keeps the plates legible, and that's what's important. Now, as far as connectivity, I think I mentioned it before. You've got 2.5 or 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi over-the-air updates, all right? So you pull up and you connect it to the house or to your phone or something, and it's going to connect, and it can already do those updates there for you without having to pull it out or run a wire to it or do any kind of other kind of crazy kind of setups. It's also got built-in GPS there, so no extra module needed, no weird puck antenna. You get the speed, the location, the route data tied right into your footage, and no one's tracking you in case you're wondering. All right, then you get 1 terabyte of storage, or up to 1 terabyte of storage. Again, that's up to the SD card that you put in it, but that's a lot of SD that it can handle. So that means you're going to get all the footage, and you're not going to have to worry about, is it going to erase it? Do I have to pull it out right this second before I get home? It's going to be there, all right? And that's, again, all 3 streams all at once. You also have the option for 24/7 parking mode. Impact detection, motion detection. Someone bumps your truck, touches your door, creeping around at 2 a.m. The camera wakes up and records it. This, of course, is predicated on you getting the hardware kit, the hardwire kit, to run it directly to a battery source so that it can run even when the car's off. All right. Now, easy install on the supercapacitor. We talked about that. The install is super easy. I mean, my daughter did it. All right. I filmed while the 16-year-old put it in there, and it is. You just clean the window, you peel and stick, put on the sheet there, rub out all the bubbles and whatnot, peel off the 3M backing there, and just stick the base unit right up there where you want it. And if you don't like it there, you can peel it off and you can move it as well, all right? And the supercapacitor, like we said before, there's no battery. There's no lithium-ion battery in there, which is good because this thing's sitting on your window, all right? Which means if it's cold outside, it's going to get cold first. If you're parked in the sun, it's going to bake like in an oven, all right? And that's going to give extra durability that a battery just can't handle. All right, you've seen it in action, but let's talk about pricing. Because I said the pricing, not cheap. The list price on it, $419. But hold on, it's Black Friday season. All right, so over on Vantrue's site, the Nexus 4 Pro S is listed at $299.99. Now, they may have a coupon here that's going to help with that. If so, I'm going to put it down below. But your other option is you can go over to Amazon, and it's $265.99, $266, call it what it is there. And that's going to get you the whole 9 yards. You're going to get the main unit, you're going to get the backup camera unit, you're going to, works with the phone app and everything else, support for up to 1 terabyte, everything we talked about there for $266. And honestly, again, as I say, this is a top tier kind of, dash cam. And if you want something, a lot of people were complaining, some of the other ones we showed, they're like, what about the back? What about inside? Well, this has got it all. This is going to do it all. It's going to do it all at 4K up front, 2.5 in the back, 1080 inside. If you want all of that with the Starvis sensor, with the, with the plate technology, plate reading technology, not plate reading, but plate focusing technology, this is your option here. And I've talked about it. I 110% wholeheartedly believe that everyone should be driving with the dash cam. And if you drive for business, should be mandatory that you should have one because you just need to be able to protect yourself. I have twice in my life had an issue where a dash cam saved me from someone else trying to claim it was my fault when it was theirs. So I highly recommend them. Vantrue is a great company. Yeah, it's a sponsored video. Do your own research, all right? Check around, look at other stuff. But I think you'll come back when you start looking at all these features at this price point. Again, I'll put links to everything down below. Thanks again to Vantrue for this. If you like what we do here, go ahead and chomp the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.